Up with the New York Jets. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go, let's hit this ball back for the offense.
A run with Josh Adams, the Eagles' leading rusher as a rookie last year. And he'll push forward for about... Four up to the 23.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Darnold now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll throw on 2nd down and stick. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pre. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, it's Stick. And he's going to go down again. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Here's Stick, 3rd and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Darnold, he completes it to Wilson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Let's go, Hattie. Let's go, Hattie. Give me what you got. Yo, lady. What you got, Hattie? Give me something. Give me something. Hey, lady. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Hey, lady. Out. Shift. Kill, lady. Kill. No. Hey, lady.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Bengals drive about to get going. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Joe Mixon. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Set. 10-2 stop.
Right here.
5.
3rd down, they'll throw with Stick. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Green's first catch of the game. Good for a 1st down.
Check 53.
1st and 10 at the 47.
Ready? Hey. High 7. Let's go.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Jets' 46-yard line.
Ready?
We're scoreless after one. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Ready?
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Ready, go.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. I got it. 57. Mike, 50 seconds.
Stick from the gun. And Eifert has it. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down.
Exit. Now.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. On the delay, it's Mixon. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
First down, New York.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On first down, this is Adams. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They run on second down with Adams, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards, good enough for a first. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Darnold completes it, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. By the end of last year, Herndon had solidified himself as the primary tight end for New York. An overall second leading receiver in 2018 on the team behind Robbie Anderson. Backed his 39 catches, most among rookie tight ends in the league a season ago. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they run out of the shotgun with Adams. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Here's Darnold. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
57's Mike. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. 57's the Mike. Watch 57.
Get it.
1st and 10, stick. And Green with a catch left side. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20. That's another Bengals first down.
Let's
First
go.
and 10 at
60
the
or
42-yard line.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Big grip.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Stick to throw once more. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
5.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Check.
Ready?
On third down, it's Stick. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
57's Mike.
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Second down, here's an option right. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Ready? 10-2 soft.
Ready?
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Key to tight end. 3 down. 85 is coming. Watch him. Hey, check Mike 33.
Down.
A shotgun throw for Stick. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. It was Nick Vigil there on the stop. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. The left side throw complete to Adams. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Hey, Alpha.
Pretty quiet, team. Pretty quiet. Hey, Mike 51. I'm coming for you, Mike. Check nickel. Ready? Shit.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. This is Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Let's go.
Again, it's Mixon. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 35 on second down. Stick, and that's complete. It's Green here. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
At the 42-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gator.
53, Silver.
Stick back to pass. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Now Stick. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Here we go. Showing it. Showing it.
The drive starts with a handoff to Adams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Jesse Bates, who led the Bengals in tackles as a rookie, there to make the stop. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Adams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will finally be taken down up at the 48. Big yardage that time for the Jets, and even 40 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Adams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Hey, Haywood!
Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold forced out to his left. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Hey, Charlie!
51 to Mike. 55, 55, 55.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Caught on the right side by Adams. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Mike's 57. Now.
Here's Stick looking to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Green. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
You must be dreaming.
They're going to go play action now with stick. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Avery Williamson charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, Echo.
Check mark 33. Check mark 33. Here we go.
Clear. Shoot.
Stick looks to throw. He finds Ross. Right side, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On the run, it's Mixon. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as understand where they are on the field?
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 14-0. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Leonard Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Nixon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals.